guys, this is a special occasion. Ziterdes.com sent me a package of cool stuff because I accepted their challenge. I will make some beautiful, dystopian Star Wars diorama from these pieces. Can't wait to start. Let's go!
Exactly, guys. Ziterdes challenged me to create a diorama in sci-fi style, or better, in the style of Star Wars. They sent me these objects, and I must say that, apart from the immense joy of receiving so much material, I was also positively amazed by the quality of these buildings. These are scenic elements for an Arabian desert environment, perfect for a setting of Tatooine, a sparsely populated desert planet of the Star Wars universe. These buildings are made of hard foam, are already partially coated with primer and with colors already suitable to be thrown on the game table. The quantity and quality of details is very high. Ziterdes spared no effort and did a really good job. The plan is to use all or most of these sci-fi details to add technological components to the buildings. If you have noticed the images of the introduction, shamelessly stolen from the video game Battlefront by EA, the setting of the starport of Mos Eisley is anything but banal. The buildings of a Bedouin character are rounded, filled with support structures and rounded domes. Scrap is present on the streets, but also many devices such as condensate vaporizers and power generators. Added to all of this, we find decadent details, red drapery and much more. It's gonna be a great challenge. Today, however, we create from scratch a scenic element that will enrich our diorama, giving it a definitive George Lucas style imprint. A land speeder. We will be inspired by the iconic Luke Skywalker vehicle, and we will create it starting from very particular elements, such as some transparent plastic Christmas bubbles, some whiteout caps, some test tubes that I have sneakily stolen from my laboratory, and above all, our XPS foam. Let's start by cutting out the foam using a plastic hemisphere as a template. Then we create the foam strips from the main structure of the transport. I create a sandwich in a very simple way, enriching the central layer with a texture drawn with my pen. One of the most difficult elements to render effectively is the cockpit windshield. This step must be done with extreme caution, or you risk breaking the blocks of wire over and over again, as well as overheating the electronics part of your foam cutter. We raise the temperature nearly to the maximum and proceed with extreme caution to cut a slice of plastic from our Christmas sphere. As you can see here, in one step we have our windshield. Next, with another template, I'm going to get the space for the cockpit. In this case, it is essential to work with the Proxon at low temperature. Now we have everything we need. I used the part removed from the cardboard as the base of the cockpit and quickly assemble everything. Here you can see the use of plastic parts. The only limit is our imagination. After creating the seats with XPS foam, I completed it with a few small details, as you can see here. The primer layer you see here is a mix of water, Mod Podge and acrylic black paint, as usual. The drying time offers a lot of opportunities, like trying these pastries prepared by my wife. Where were we? Right, the painting session. After I covered it all with a mahogany brown, I used masking tape to define some sharp lines on the bodywork. While we are inspired by that specific land speeder, this is a land speeder, so we can take some liberties in coloring it, right? This is an impressive piece for any game table and will make a beautiful accent on the diorama I'm making. Until next time, happy crafting!